Good morning students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. So, let us continue our chapter that we were discussing, chapter number 7, health and hygiene. Yesterday, few topics we have covered, allergy, allergens. So, before the starting, let us evaluate the topics that we have discussed yesterday. So, what we have discussed, communicable and non-communicable, right? What are communicable diseases? The diseases that can be spread from infected person to a healthy person, that are communicable diseases. And what are non-communicable diseases? That cannot be spread from person to person, that are non-communicable. So allergy is one of the example of non-communicable diseases. Okay, so what is allergy? It's a body reaction. Okay. So body reaction in an individual who is hypersensitive to certain substances. So allergy clear everybody? It is an example of non-communicable diseases. And what are allergens? These are the substances that trigger an allergy. Okay, when we are getting allergy of flowers, rose flower. So directly we are not getting allergy of rose flowers. We are getting allergy from the pollens of the rose flower. For example, people who are allergic to rose flower are actually allergic to tiny pollens of the rose flower. So these are the allergens. Some types of allergens we have discussed: airborne allergens, drugs, insects. So this table I hope you all have made it. Table 7.1 I gave you for the homework. So, okay, next topic, that are entry routes of allergens that we have discussed yesterday also. So, what are the entry routes? Through nose and mouth, through digestive tract, through the skin, through the circulatory system. These are the entry routes. And some allergic reactions also we have discussed, right? When allergens enter the body through the mouth or other entry routes, our immune system starts to react quickly. So, symptoms of some common allergic reactions, these are skin rashes, difficulty in breathing, hives, stomach upset. So, these are the allergic reactions. What causes allergens? Allergens enter the body through the windpipe, fruit pipe, or they can enter through the skin. Common allergic reactions that we have discussed, such as hay fever, certain types of asthma and hives that are linked to an antibody produced in a reaction to an antigen that enters the body, produced by the body called immunoglobulin E. That we all know, IgE. What is this? Immunoglobulin. Okay, this is immunoglobulin. Okay, so next topic that we are going to discuss is anaphylaxis. What it is? It's a type of a shock. And when it happens, when this shock happens, when there is a sudden drop in blood pressure, okay, then this anaphylaxis shock occurs. It's a severe life-threatening reaction to certain allergens. Body tissues may swell, including tissues in the throat. So, this anaphylactic shock is also characterized by sudden drop in the blood pressure. So when it happens, when there is a sudden drop in the blood pressure, then this shock occurs. Some of the following symptoms are itching and hives, feeling overly warm, dizziness, pain or cramps, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, anxiety, abnormal heart rate. So these are the common symptoms of anaphylaxis. Okay. So what is anaphylaxis? It is a type of anaphylactic shock, and when it occurs, when there is a sudden drop in blood pressure, then this shock occurs. And these are some of the symptoms. Okay. Now, very important topic, that is types of allergy. There are two types of allergy: perennial allergy and seasonal allergy. First of all, we will discuss perennial allergy. Okay, so two types of allergy are here, perennial and seasonal. So what are perennial allergy? It can occur at any time of the year. No seasonal allergy is there. It can occur at any time. For example, bites of insect, okay, dust, fabrics, fibers of fabric, animal dander. It can occur at any time. For example, food allergy. At any time when you consume that food, if you are getting allergy of that particular food, then this allergy occurs. For example, food allergy is also a type of perennial allergy that is related to the food and can happen to people who are allergic to certain category of food like nuts, milk, fish, wheat, etc. Some of the people are getting allergy from the food now. So what they are having? They are having perennial allergy. It can occur at any time when that particular person will consume that food. If he or she is getting allergy, then this allergy occurs. Here everybody. So next, second type of allergy is seasonal allergy. So obviously it's seasonal allergy. It cannot occur at any time. So seasonal allergy is also known as hay fever. The allergy symptoms that happen during certain seasons of the year, usually when flowers release their pollens, outdoor molds release their spores, trees, grasses and weeds also release tiny pollen particles into the air. At that time, this seasonal allergy occurs. It cannot occur at any time. Okay. It depends on the seasons. This allergy depends on the season. So, two types of allergy clear everybody? What are the two types? Perennial, seasonal. Perennial, it can occur at any time. So, food allergy is also an example of perennial allergy. And second, seasonal, it is based on the seasons. It's also known as hay fever. Seasonal allergy is also known as hay fever. It depends on the seasons. Clear everybody? Now why is allergy on rise? Hygiene hypothesis. Allergy are seemingly on the rise. Scientists explain this by the hygiene hypothesis, which links allergy to modern clean environment. Obviously, why is allergy on rise? Clean environment? No. With the availability of clean water, child is devoid of consuming much dirt. So, this immune system does not receive the early training it needs to function efficiently. So, that's why allergy is on rise. There is a table 7.2 differences between food allergy and food intolerance. So, what you will do? You will make this table in your notebook as usual. Okay, on the left side of the page. Table 7.2. Now, next topic is prevention and precautions. Obviously, allergies is there, so there must be some prevention and precautions. So, what are these? To avoid dust allergy, you may keep the house dust free and clean. Wear a mask if you go have to outdoors during the seasonal allergic period. Isolate your pets and keep them outside as much as possible. Know the particular food item you are allergic to and avoid that food. Keep the anti-allergic pills with you when you are traveling or going out of the house. So these are the preventions and precautions. Okay. So chapter completed. So what you will do? You will make the notes about the related topics. Important points you will write down. And this table 7.2 you will draw in your notebook. And you have to complete this essays yourself also by yourself. Is that clear? So chapter completed. Thank you students.